Trainers, stop the scrolling. Put the phone down unless you're setting your raid alarms. This is not a drill.
This is it, the big one.
The prophecy is fulfilled, and the gods of Unova are back, descending upon the Pokémon GO world to absolutely just dismantle the current power structure.
We're talking about the Kyurem Fusion forms, Black Kyurem and White Kyurem, and if you thought Shadow Mewtwo was strong, well, prepare yourself. These things are statistically monstrous.
Monstrous is an understatement. We have seen the raw number. A staggering max CP, that's combat power of 5206, and a base attack stat that hits a brutal 310.
A 310 attack stat, let that sink in.
For context, some of the strongest attackers in the game barely even crack 290. This is an immediate seismic shift in the meta.
It's truly terrifying. It means Black Kyurem, specifically, is ready to just smash its way into the Dragon and Ice PvE landscape with extreme prejudice.
And speaking of smashing, let's just get this benchmark out of the way immediately. Black Kyurem's signature move, Freeze Shock, has been clocked at a PvE DPS of 106.67.
That's damage per second. And yes, mathematically, it is the single highest damage output move currently available in the entire game.
So the PvE raid meta, it's officially shattered.
And you cannot overlook White Kyurem either. Its move, Ice Burn, paired with that sheer attack stat, instantly crowns it the undisputed best pure Ice-type attacker.
Finally dethroning Shadow Mamoswine.
Oh yeah, it beats it in raw damage and bolt combination. You need both of these dragons. You just do.
You absolutely do. But here is the major caveat. This whole process is resource intensive and, extremely final. We know you are already thinking about which perfect stats, Reshiram or Zekrom, you need to sacrifice.
Oh, well, hold on. Don't you dare. Don't touch that perfect Zekrom yet.
That's right. We promised a killer secret, and we are delivering. At the very end of this deep dive, we will reveal the single most crucial rule about the fusion process that will prevent you from wasting your best twin dragon.
Listen carefully, because this secret will save your 100% IV copies of Reshiram and Zekrom.
So stay locked in. Okay, let's unpack this high-stakes, maximum pressure event. We are calling this the 3-hour gauntlet for a reason.
A very good reason.
You have a critically short window, Saturday, January 10th, 2026, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time, 3 hours. That's it.
No more, no less. Preparation is not optional. The biggest logistical challenge here is the unique, high-pressure 30-minute rotation.
Right. They aren't all available at once. You have to chase them, and you have to chase the right energy.
Exactly.
So let's break down the grind factor. Your first window, from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., is all about Reshiram and Black Kyurem.
This is your only chance in that first half hour to farm Volt Fusion energy by defeating Black Kyurem raids. If you want the black form, this is when you strike.
And then the gyms just flip at the half-hour mark.
Right on the dot. From 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m., Zekrom and White Kyurem appear. This is your window to farm Blaze Fusion energy by defeating White Kyurem raids.
And this rotation continues, giving you 6 rapid, super intense 30-minute cycles.
That schedule is brutal. I mean, if you need both forms, you are switching your attack teams every half hour and optimizing your route between 2 completely different targets.
And you need, 8 to 12 successful raids per form to get enough energy?
At least. It means you have zero margin for error.
But the motivation to grind is huge. Not only are you getting the energy, but we have boosted shiny odds for all 3 dragons, Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom.
Which is a massive, highly sought-after bonus.
And the raid passes are flowing to help with the grind, right? What are the local bonuses looking like?
Very generous for anyone playing in person. You can snag up to 6 free raid passes just by spinning gym photo discs during the event hours.
6, so that basically covers your pass costs for a big chunk of the event if you're fast.
Totally. And for those relying on remote raiding, maybe linking up with friends globally to hit that minimum.
The remote raid limit is temporarily increased to 20.
A full 20. That change starts the day before, Friday, January 9th at 5 p.m. PST and lasts through the event. This is absolutely critical for maximizing raids.
To succeed, fast victories are non-negotiable. Remember, the fusion energy yield scales with how quickly you take the boss down.
You have to maximize the rewards on those 30-minute times.
So time for the Pro Raid Counters cheat sheet. These things are dual dragon and ice types. They share common weaknesses to dragon, fairy, fighting, rock, and steel.
But we are looking for maximum output. You want to hit them with the hardest counters possible, focusing on steel and fighting types for consistency.
So number 1 on the list.
Your absolute top counter is Duskmane Necrozma running Sunsteel, Strike Steel is just phenomenal here.
You also need Mega Lucario loaded with Aura Sphere, which is just pure fighting type devastation.
And don't forget the Beast to the Steel Fairy category, Crown Swordsation. Get those damage bonuses running to minimize your raid time.
Now that we understand the logistical pain required, let's dive into the fusion formula itself. This is where the resource commitment hits hardest.
And where people often make mistakes because they're impatient.
This needs to be stated clearly. Fusion is a permanent state until you manually separate them.
And unlike Mega Evolution, separation is free, but and this is a huge but, it does not refund the 1,000 fusion energy or the candies you spent.
It's a one-way street, trainers.
Completely.
So what exactly are we throwing into this magical blender to get one fused monster?
Let's break down the steep requirements for just a single fusion. To create Black Kyurem, you need 1,000 volt fusion energy.
1,000.
Plus 30 Kyurem candy and 30 Zekrom candy. And notice that's 30 legendary candies on top of the energy you had to grind for.
And for the PvE Ice King, White Kyurem.
It's the same deal, just different resources. 1,000 Blaze fusion energy, plus 30 Kyurem candy and 30 Reshiram candy. That 1,000 fusion energy is the real bottleneck.
That's what drives the frantic 3-hour grind.
And that energy comes exclusively from defeating the fused raid boss. Black Kyurem yields Volt, White Kyurem yields Blaze. Like we said, we project 8 to 12 successful raids per form.
Which is why your raid team needs to be flawless.
Exactly. And there's crucial fine print people need to know about after fusion.
What's that?
Once fused, these Kyurem forms cannot be traded, transferred to the professor, or sent to Pokemon Home.
So they're locked to your account.
Locked down tight until they are separated, so you have to choose wisely.
The resource cost is steep, but the true gate to their power lies in the required moveset. We need to talk about the Glaciate Gate.
This is the step. This is where unprepared trainers will truly stumble.
So the signature moves, Freeze Shock for Black Kyurem and Ice Burn for White Kyurem, are only available if what?
If the base Kyurem you use for the fusion already knows the charged attack Glaciate.
So if your Kyurem doesn't know Glaciate, the fusion works, but you just don't get the best move.
You don't get the ultimate attack. And right now, we do not have confirmation that you can use an Elite TM on the fused form to get the move later.
That's a huge risk.
It's a deal breaker. You must ensure your base Kyurem knows Glaciate before you fuse it. You need to hope the Kyurem you catch during the event may know it, or have one saved.
It's a make or break moveset requirement. Let's dive deeper into why this power is so meta-defining. We mentioned the 106.67 PvE DPS on Black Kyurem's Freeze Shock. How does that compare to something like Scythe?
It's a huge leap. Even something like Meteor Mash, one of the best moves in the game, sits closer to 95 DPS. Black Kyurem is breaking into a whole new tier.
It's a 1-bar, 160 power move.
Yep, pure nuclear output, especially with party power damage boosts. And for pure dragon damage, Black Kyurem with Dragon Tail and Outrage is also a top combo. It's super versatile.
And White Kyurem, though its Ice Burn is slightly less raw DPS, provides better consistency, right?
Exactly. Ice Burn is a 2-bar, 90 power move. While Black Kyurem is burst damage, White Kyurem gives you consistent, reliable, high-tier damage in raid. It is definitively the #1 pure Ice-type attacker now.
Beyond battle, these moves unlock amazing new adventure effects for overworld utility. This is a game changer for Community Day.
The utility is fantastic. If your Black Kyurem knows Freeze Shock, you can activate an effect that immobilizes wild Pokemon for 10 minutes.
They just
literally stop moving. It makes them incredibly easy to catch, especially if you're using an auto catcher.
Wait, immobilizing them for 10 minutes? That's massive for getting excellent throws on jumpy Pokemon or farming dust quickly.
It is. And alternatively, if you have White Kyurem with Ice Burn, you can activate an effect that slows the target ring for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect for people who struggle with throw timing.
It makes it so much easier to land consistent, excellent throws and boost your catch rate.
But trainers, be warned. This utility is powerful, but it's not free.
No, activating either effect costs 5,000 Stardust and 5 Kyurem candy for the base 10 minute. And you can't double dip.
Meaning?
You can't have the Kyurem Adventure effect active at the same time as, say, Spatial Ren from Origin Palkia. You have to choose your boost.
All right, trainers. You've faced the logistics, you've memorized the cost, and you know the power requires passing the Glaciate Gate. It is time for the final payoff.
The resource-saving secret we promised.
This is the information that separates the smart trainers from those who unnecessarily sacrifice their precious hundo.
This is the most crucial tip for fusion, confirmed by community testing and analysis. Pay very close attention.
Ready for the rule? Here it is. The resulting fused Pokemon Black Kyurem, or White Kyurem, fully inherits the stats, the level, and the shiny status only from the Kyurem you use in the process.
Let's define stats here. We were talking about the IVs, or individual values attack, defense, and stamina. The IVs of the Zekrom, or Reshiram you fuse, are totally and completely irrelevant.
They don't.
Not one bit for the final product.
That is the crucial loophole. So you should absolutely use your best, highest RV Kyurem, that hundo, that perfect shiny Kino, to ensure your fused form is top tier.
But, and this is the key, you can safely sacrifice your absolute worst, lowest IV Reshiram or Zekrom to complete the fusion.
Use those low IV copies. Preserve your good ones for other battles where their stats do matter.
That's the secret.
Guys, there it is. Go chase that perfect Kyurem and sacrifice your bottom shelf Zekrom. Now you know the definitive game plan for January 10th. Drop a like right now if this just saved your best twin dragon.
The Master League meta is officially on notice. Black Kyurem is arguably the new king in PvP, while White Kyurem is the undisputed Ice PvE powerhouse.
The question you have to answer right now before the event starts is, which form are you committing your one best Kyurem to?
The Master League Slayer, or the PvE machine.
Get your raid passes ready, stack that Kyurem candy, and dominate this Fusion Raid day. Now go plan your route.